Now, a few of you happened to mention in the comments of my last video that one of the potential explanations of why Bitcoin's price activity looks as strange as it does, took a few attempts to get the just right. So the theory goes that if enough people get liquidated on their Bitcoin short positions, then it could cause a pump like what we're seeing here. Except this pump right here seems to be linked to the Coinbase announcement that the Coinbase custody is officially open for business, which provides secure storage of crypto assets for large institutional firms, large money, basically. But ultimately, it's probably a number of things, including manipulation. Not accredited financial advice, by the way. All right, I've got a couple ICOs today. Maybe one of them is indeed a sleeping killer. We shall have to watch until the end of the episode to find out. I always feel self-conscious when I get a haircut. In the middle of a small uptrend as of recording, but all could change by the time this video is posted. But I do generally get these done quite quickly. EOS, Binance opens deposits and withdrawals. NEO has an announcement coming today talking about the new era of the NEO ecosystem. Let's have a look at the actual announcement. No, it's not a ETH giveaway. So something later tonight. Now, the rumors are that what this announcement could be is potentially we'd like to see divisible NEO so you could send less than one whole one. I personally did not make that mistake in the early days. And also potentially introduction of non-fungibility where each coin can be unique. I'm not sure what the use cases for that would be. Nothing new there. Syscoin majorly in the news today. Very strangely, very strangely, up to about 40% at one point, and even for a very small time, one Syscoin would cost you 96 Bitcoin. Syscoin had exchanges pause withdrawals and deposits for a short time. That's no longer in effect. Syscoin has stated after investigation, the blockchain is now safe. But what's interesting is all the activity came on Binance, in which they're saying they had their API keys reset. This may lead to the fact that there might have been an exploit going on Binance. It seems that 7,000 Bitcoin was moved out of Binance's hot wallet after the Syscoin API pump. We have a 1-minute chart to view this ridiculousness. $96 Bitcoin. Like. Wait a minute. I'm sure I'll have some more details for you tomorrow about what exactly happened here. Lastly, looking at Lastos, they have announced that their first sidechain is now operational, or they've released it. The first Lastos ID sidechain. Before we move on to the ICOs that we're going to look at, I wanted to take a look at this brand new exchange. I think it came out in April of this year. It's called ABCC. It has a pretty sleek design, but the most interesting thing I wanted to talk to you about is the fact that they're going to release, I think in like a couple days, their own token exchange. Token? Is that the right word? You know when cryptocurrency exchanges have their own tokens? That's what I mean. Now, I find these tokens to be super interesting, especially seeing the success of the Binance token. This is a screenshot, which was excellently timed. This is of Binance's token, the BNB token. Now, obviously, that is the most successful exchange, pretty much, so their token is doing very well, but it's actually crazy how well. So this was the run-up for Bitcoin to go up to 20K, and then it came crashing down. BNB held quite well. Like considerably well. The token economics about an exchange having their own token are provably doing quite well. All right, I just checked. July 7th, the tokens are set to be issued. They're going for about 40 cents a token, which means that the total market cap for this coin, once you see on CoinMarketCap, is going to be 100 million. Now, if you compare that to the likes of Binance, that would be 19 times less. So it seems pretty good. Well, obviously, it's hard for coins to launch in this type of market. I think if it was a couple months ago, or even maybe in a couple months' time, it probably just would have smashed it. But 100 million isn't too bad. It all depends on the success of this platform. Now, it's a Singaporean exchange. Now, Singapore is quite pro-blockchain, quite friendly to them, so that's a plus for me. Is the market oversaturated with cryptocurrency exchanges? They all need to do something a little bit different to stand out, I feel. This one is attempting to. It's meant to, you know, have better, quicker transactions, zero trading fees, and you are able to mine with your tokens that they're about to issue. But yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys because cryptocurrency exchanges make so much money. They're so profitable. If this gets even a half decent user base, then things are about to go down. Now, do your own research, please. Formulate your own opinions. I have a great Steemit post down below with the full pros and cons of this token. If you're thinking of getting involved, please check that out. Be careful when it comes to investing your own money, etc., etc. All right, 2 ICOs for you today. They are sponsored looks, but in terms of being unbiased, I've given one a decent score, the other one a pretty bad score. So you could trust that I'm not trying to shill you on these projects, or don't. Don't trust, verify, do your own research. That would be better. Anyway, let's get into it. First up, let's start with the good one, Playchip. Let's get the website up. I think that looks better. The interesting thing about Playchip is that it's existed since 2014, so it's a centralized company that are now moving to the blockchain. You don't see too many ICOs doing that these days, but I think that's kind of cool. Already a successful business. As far as how profitable, according to the research I've done, they have over 500,000 users and they have an annual turnover of around $430 million. So it's a gambling token. Blockchain works really great here because you don't have to wait for PayPal, stupid PayPal, or, you know, banks. But if you did want to use banks, then Playchip can be redeemed in your native currency. So talking about the ICO, the token economics, each coin currently is going for around 1 cent each. But there was a pre-sale in which people got a 50% bonus. So you would say that the floor for this, what the cheapest people got this token for, was half a cent. There is currently a 30% bonus that's about to be reduced. But considering the total supply of the token, that makes the market cap of this project around 500 million. Now that's quite high. Let's have a look. 500 million would make it a rank 30 coin. Straight out of ICO, rank 30. Not bad. So in terms of its investment potential, this one is probably not going to be so much a trading thing, but more of if this gets adoption, if this gets usage, then you would likely see returns on your investment. As far as where it can grow from a rank 30 coin from just trading, you'd imagine it's going to need some usage first. But having said that, there are some exchange listings expected August 2018, which include HitBTC and LA Token. Overall, I'm going to give this project a 3 out of 5. There are pros and there are cons, which I've again gone into greater detail on my Steemit page. If you are interested in this ICO, please check that out. Please do your own research. Stay safe out there, people. Use protection. Last but not least, OZX. It didn't get the most favorable review from me. I'm just going to say that right now. I do like the idea, though. They're trying to give a platform where people can invest in the ICOs that have been approved by the OZX team, so that it have been vetted by professionals to know that the ICO you want to invest in is credible. It might even be profitable, ideally. It's just basically a platform designed to minimize your risks. There's been many ICO scams out there, so a platform like this, I think at some point is going to gain popularity, but there are some issues with it. We'll talk about that. So if you hold some of their token, the idea is, one of the reasons to buy their token is that if you hold it, you're going to get airdropped some tokens randomly from the approved ICOs that they have on their platforms. Roughly $10,000 worth of OZX tokens is going to get you $100 worth of every new ICO that they have on their platform. Sounds great. I have all the details about the crowd sale, including how much each token is and stuff, but moving on to something a bit more interesting. The market cap, the amount that they're going to raise, with 17 billion tokens would give this a market cap of 300 million. 300 million, again, would be quite a high ranked coin, a rank 42 coin. They do plan to be listed on some Chinese exchanges, 2 of them by August, with a big one in November 2018, according to them. The problem that I have with it is that there is no working product available to test. There's no demos, there's no code, there's no sketches of the platform. Apparently been in development since March 2017, with the mainnet set to go live in September. They have partnered with one ICO called LegalBlock, the first of 3 that are going to happen on the platform. In terms of competition, there's quite a few independent ICO advisories out there. None of them offer quite something like this, which makes you wonder if this is a first mover advantage or if this is just showing the unfeasibility of attempting something like this. So the overall presentation, if other people are going to be excited to invest, I have to give it a very low score because of those flaws. No video presentation, weak social media attention. The project, 1 out of 5 because it's a useful idea, but they're vague on the technical details. It's unclear and confusing what they're going to do with the funds, and I think the hard cap of the ICO being $170 million is very high. The team has some high education but lack experience and expertise. So this project sounds more like the problem they are trying to tackle being ICO scams. Now that might have been way too harsh, but that's my unbiased opinion.